Hi, babies. It's Tara, aka Divine Reads, and I wanted to do a little recording this morning just to kind of get the energies out, get back into the habit of reading. I've been super busy with my daughter doing track all summer. We finally finished, so I'm getting back into my groove. I decided to do a collective reading for the month of August. Collective reading for the month of August. I've been shuffling for a while. I already did a cleanse and everything, so just gonna go ahead and put the cards down. And overall energy here is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is all about, I'm getting the word excitement. So there could be some exciting things coming the month of August, well, the remainder of the month of August, because we're already about a week in, right? But there's like parties, there's celebrations, there's reconciliations, there's meeting up with friends, meeting up with family, um, lots of like drink and be merry sort of energy. There could be a falling out of like a friend group or a family sort of situation. I am seeing that. But there's definitely like a foundation of love there. So it's not like done forever, but some sort of like disagreement or an exchange of words or some sort of agreeing to disagree. Okay. All right. So in the past energy, we've got the Five of Pentacles, right? So the Five of Pentacles is coming up as somebody feeling left out in the cold. Maybe a situation ended or you walked away from a situation that you weren't comfortable with or happy with. Let me see what deck I want to use to clarify these messages. Let's go with the TV series tarot deck. And this Five of Pentacles looks like an argument. I'm not sure who the argument was with, what it was about. Let's get some ideas on that. It could have been about like the foundation of a situation, like the amount of effort or the amount of investment that somebody was making in a situation, whether this was work or a platonic friendship, relationship, family membership, or a romantic interest. It just felt like somebody was giving more than another, giving too much. Somebody could have been having money troubles. There could have been a disagreement about money troubles, or that somebody felt like, money just wasn't good at the time, had to go off to focus more on the coin. So maybe somebody feels like you kind of disappeared on them because they haven't seen you in a while. They haven't heard from you in a while. Not necessarily sure what that was about. And they're just kind of wondering where you been, where you at. Okay. Could have been dealing with the Libra, but there's an energy of somebody just having a lot of things that they got to juggle, a lot of things that they got to take care of. Kind of got to do it on my own. Wish I had a team. Don't really have the support, but I'm going to make it happen. It's just that I got to focus on that right now. Okay, so that's coming up for the past energy. Now, presently, we're in the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing, things are shifting. You could be in the middle of a karmic cycle. So clearing up some sort of a cycle of like old habits, old relationships, things that have been stagnant with you or the people around you in your energy. Having had a lot of battles. This is like armored up, right? We're in the army. We've fought a lot of battles. We've won, we've overcome, right? But there's still more to overcome, more to fight, okay? Your person could be in the military or you could be in the military. You could be preparing to come out of the military, and some of you could be preparing to actually go into the military. Some of you are making a change from the military going into law enforcement, or at least thinking about it. Others of you may have had trouble with the law, and not necessarily like getting arrested, even though that could totally be it, but it could also be just like court proceedings, things that include like government contracts, officials signing things, having to take care of business related to the government. Okay. Let's see what else I can get off of that. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so there's some sort of travel taking place. There's some sort of like movement forward, movement ahead, sort of an energy. But this is also the energy of like ending something, something coming to an end. This is kind of like a Grim Reaper sort of energy. So we could be dealing with loss, the loss of someone important or significant, someone who you've been through a lot with or has seen you through a lot of your struggles or battles during your lifetime. Someone who was there for you, someone who helped you stay balanced or grounded. Um, I do see like an offer of like condolences. So, you know, if this is a loss of someone important to you, I do offer my condolences to you. I am seeing like a reciprocative sort of energy here. So if there was a situation in the past where you feel like you weren't receiving, you weren't getting, it was hard for you to do something or to get someone to see like your worth or your value, if you were like putting in effort to try and show someone, you know, I care, I'm here, and they seemed like they just weren't getting it, maybe you pulled away. I definitely see this person maybe reaching out to you, offering some sort of an olive branch in that situation or connection. Okay, so your current blockage is coming up as the Hermit, Virgo energy, but you could just be kind of feeling like to yourself, just reflecting on things that are going on within and around you. Some of you are kind of reminiscing about the past. So a past whatever, relationship, situation, how you used to be, how you used to feel, old memories of some kind. But this coming up as a blockage, which means that you're needing to move on, you're needing to move forward, you're needing to let go, you're needing to clear those old things, baggages that are keeping you from moving forward. There's something that you're looking for behind you, and Spirit is saying that you need to be looking in front of you. You need to be looking ahead. Yeah, you could be trying to like reconnect with someone who you really need to just let go. Like it's dead. The situation is dead. It's over. Um, you put too much work in. There's not enough. There's not enough. There's not enough reciprocation. You're putting in too much work for what you're getting paid in return. Um, your value is too great for the line of work that you're in. Like you're too accomplished, you're too smart, you're too experienced for what it is that you're doing. Like Spirit is like, you could be doing so much more, you could be doing so much better, you could be making more money, you have more value than what you are placing on yourself. Okay, so at the foundation of all of this is the Ten of Wands, which is basically just saying that there are so many burdens. There's such an overwhelming energy. You're carrying all of these things and you're trying to do it in a way where it almost looks effortless. But you're weary, you're tired. You need some sort of reprieve, right? So clarifying this Ten of Wands, we've got the fact that one, okay, you need to be strong in a situation here with the Strength card, but it's a Leo energy, so Leo season, there's a strength. There is some sort of temptation to continue doing what you've been doing. There's some sort of temptation to go back to what you know, to what's comfortable, even if it's not necessarily healthy, even if it's not necessarily beneficial, but it's comfortable for you because it's what you know. And Spirit is saying no. Think of this from a logical standpoint. Think of this using your head, okay, not your heart. All right. And the Queen of Swords is very indicative of, you know, analyzing what's best for you, what is best for the situation, what is the thing that's going to catapult you into your next level, okay? If you want real romance, if you want real love, if you want true love, and you haven't been finding that in your relationships and your connections, there's something that you need to do differently. You need to tame yourself. There's some sort of action that you're needing to take within yourself, something that you need to do differently. Usually we know what this is. We just aren't necessarily ready to do that. And so Spirit is asking you to really, really take a look deep down at what that is for you, okay? And start to make the preparations to actually do that. Now the Queen of Swords comes back up for the subconscious, because you already know that you need to be more analytical. Okay, you already know who you need to cut off. You already know what it is that you need to stop doing. You may not have been prepared to do it, but I feel like it being in the subconscious and the foundation kind of just says this is the time to go ahead and put forth that effort to being in your Queen of Swords energy. Okay, be in your Queen of Swords energy. I will not take the BS. I will not put up with people, places, or things that do not benefit me, okay? I want them removed. I will remove them, okay? You know what you need to do. Spirit is asking you to do it. What we don't want is a situation where Spirit has to do it for us. It may hurt a little bit more. It may be a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more of a tower moment. But there's this sort of like sneaky energy. Somebody's not being truthful. Somebody's not being completely honest. Somebody is being secretive. And this could also just be the fact that you don't necessarily want the people, places, or things that you're going to be removing really to know what's going on with you. You're working on your healing, right? And you're not necessarily sharing the aspects of what that means for you with other people, okay? And if that is the case, then that is okay. I do see the healing aspect of the star coming into play, but there's an Aquarius energy here, and this is all swords, right? And so this is, I've been thinking, I've been planning, I've been strategizing, and I'm not sharing my strategies with other people. Possibly because you're worried about, their negative opinions or thoughts or negative energy affecting what it is that you have planned for yourself. And that's okay. Sometimes we've got to protect ourselves and our goals that way. If you feel the need to do that, if that is what your intuition is saying, if that's how your guides are moving you, then go ahead and continue to do that. All right. In the near future, I do see a Six of Cups situation. So this is like a youthful energy, could have something to do with a child or children. This could also be like a reconciliation with, somebody that you grew up with, some sort of a family member or someone who, you've known for a really long time that you haven't seen in a really long time. It feels like a reconnection of some kind. So it doesn't even have to be physical, but you could be reconnecting with yourself. Ooh, and then we got the Ace of Pentacles. So this reconnection, there's some sort of offer that's attached to this reconnection. So if this is a reconnection to yourself, to your spirituality, a reconnection to a person, or like an old job or an old goal, or some sort of, thing that maybe you tried and it didn't work out before, and so maybe now you want to try it again. It looks promising. If there's anything having to do with music, right? So a DJ, a singer, a songwriter, a producer, some sort of performer, that looks good for you. Could also be that you run into somebody at an event where there is music. All right, and then here, this is Page of Swords energy. So you could find that somebody's been like watching you or keeping an eye on you, especially if you are in the entertainment industry. You could find that there is someone who's interested in your work, somebody who's been watching your progress, somebody who may reach out to you to have a conversation with you about an opportunity. Okay, and this could be something that you've definitely been working towards. So you already have the tools that you need to invest in this opportunity when it comes up. Okay. All right. Now, how you see yourself. How you see yourself is the Knight of Cups. So you see yourself ready and prepared to move forward. You see yourself ready and prepared to give. right? This person is coming in with an offer. So you know what it is that you are bringing to a situation, to your job, to your life, to this situation going forward. You have your offer in hand, okay? You are ready, prepared, and willing to go forward. Feel like you're ready to take on this challenge. Right, we got Queen of Pentacles energy, but you've definitely been, studying, preparing, doing your research, putting out resumes. You've been doing the work. This does feel more stable. You see yourself more stable. Now, I'm getting a lot of Pentacle energy here, so it does make me feel like you at least feel like you're more grounded, and this could be emotionally or just mentally more prepared for what is to come. All right, this Six of Pentacles also gives me the vibe of Leo season just being the season that you are really looking for connection and relationship and opportunity to work with at least one other person or work with other people, right? Depending on what this is talking about for you, right? Ready to give, ready to receive, ready to accept, right? Ready to accept love, ready to accept an offer, ready to embrace an opportunity, okay? Just being ready. All right, so next, outside influences come up as the Eight of Swords. So the outside influence is like fear, okay? Now, this doesn't have to be your fear. This could be the fear of the other person. This could be the fear of the person, making some sort of investment in you, okay? Definitely like a trap sort of energy. So some of you could feel like it's been really difficult to get out of a situation, or somebody else feels like it's really difficult to get out of a situation, especially if they're trying to come towards you. And there are things that are binding them, like a contract, some sort of, legal thing. Somebody could possibly be married or in a relationship or in some sort of thing that is keeping them from making the offer towards you that they have to get worked out first. You could feel like somebody's trapped in their head on a break. So outside influence is that there's a lack of opportunity to move past fear. But this is all in their head. They need to get out of their head. Somebody could be in grief, okay? Grieving the loss of something or someone and unable to invest because of that grief, okay? Here with the Tower card. All right, Scorpio energy. But again, it's giving like an ending. It's giving a very like overpowering feeling of grief and sorrow and sadness. Okay, so that is the outside influence. If you're dealing with someone who is going through a rough time right now, and maybe you're trying to figure out how to support them, that could resonate with you. Somebody could feel like someone is using a situation of loss or grief to manipulate someone else. Someone could be dealing with the loss of like a mom or a mother figure, possibly like a grandmother. There's an Empress energy here, someone who is like really important. It's definitely given like matriarch sort of thing. Hopes and fears come up as the Seven of Pentacles. So I want to be able to nurture myself, to take care of myself, to be strong, to be independent, to be able to put in work and invest in things that are going to to pay out, and things that are going to be worth it, and things that are going to give back. Okay. It's not enough to just do the work, right? But you want your work to be fruitful. You wanted to produce more. You wanted to multiply, right? And you're willing to do what it takes in order to gain the result, maybe you're just not sure what that work looks like for you, what it is exactly that I need to do. How many steps do I need to take? How much further do I have to go before I start to see the rewards for my efforts? Some of you could be a little bit fearful of the fact that someone is not all in or that your efforts won't be reciprocated. So again, that fear aspect kind of comes up. Some of you are worried about fighting, or what if things don't change? What if things never change here with the fives? There's definitely a lot of conflict here. So you could be worried about the conflict. You could be worried about the fighting. Maybe you don't want to take this risk, or you're afraid to take this risk because there is so much opportunity for turmoil, or at least that is the fear, okay? The hope is that it will pay out. The hope is that there will be a reward. The fear is that there will be conflict. There'll be chaos. There'll be fighting. Okay. So what I see for the end result of August is the Three of Pentacles. So it does look like the work coming forward. It does look like a fruitful sort of energy being the Pentacle. It does definitely feel like a learning growth opportunity. This could have to do with school, children, or teaching. Teaching children, teaching someone else, being able to share your ideas, being able to share your knowledge. That aspect does come up as well. Three of Pentacles is like a working together opportunity. There could also be like a promotion sort of thing going on here for some of you, or you could see just like a leveling up of like your business, or an increase in pay. You could get some sort of reward or accolade in your career or workspace. Even amongst your peers, they could just see you as someone who stands out, who stands above the rest, who puts in more work, who puts in more effort, who tries really hard, who works really hard. They appreciate you. They could see like your value. So if you've been working at a place where you feel like you're doing the majority of the work because, you don't have a lot of assistance or backup, maybe the team is small, I definitely feel like you'll be getting some help in that regard. Maybe they're going to be hiring a few more people in like your department. Maybe you're bringing on a couple of people. But I definitely seeing work getting better, but only after, right, the struggle, okay? Only after it's like a dire need, right? So they're not necessarily supporting you because they love you so much that they want to see you prosper. They're doing it because they absolutely have to, and that's fine as long as you are getting what you need, okay? As long as you're getting the help that you need. But I see you doing a lot on your own. Try not to beat yourself down. Try not to be too hard on yourself. Try to, stay in the positive, right? Stay on the bright side of things. Look at the glass is half full and not half empty, because that pessimism is part of that like sort of devil energy where you're speaking negatively to yourself, right? And your thoughts are manifesting. So if you don't believe it's going to go well, it's not going to go well, okay? If you believe that every little negative thing means that it's never going to happen, then it's going to take way longer for it to happen. You got to start being more appreciative and grateful for the wins, no matter how small they are, okay? Let's see. I'm just going to grab, do I want to do a love note? I think I'm going to do a love note. So this probably will end up being 2 parts simply because I know that was longer than 15 minutes. Yeah, we at 23. All right, love note for the collective for August. This is crazy. I'm just going to pull one because I don't want to read a whole bunch of them, but we're going to see what this one turns out to be and see if it resonates and who it resonates with. Make sure you comment, like, share, follow if you are not currently. I appreciate all of your love and support. I appreciate your watching and participating. All right. Ooh. All right, so this one says, Be gentle with yourself, okay? And I actually just mentioned that, right? So don't be too hard on yourself. But be appreciative and grateful for your wins, no matter how small. Be gentle with yourself. So this card reads, take your foot off the gas and don't push yourself too hard, right? This guy over here bleeding, okay? Don't push yourself too hard. Don't beat yourself up. If you need to rest, then take a break. The world won't fall apart if you nap, okay? It says renew, dear one. You are a treasure. Be gentle with yourself, all right? I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.